Charlie Eaton ran it at the top 5. We also had the OTRO hardtops in the house. And Mark Minter actually had a good night of racing. He's been every time he shows up, he has been the car to beat. He has just been the fastest car when he shows up. He gets that car on the outside of the track. He keeps it wound up. It's a beautiful car, the pink number 33. It's the one car that stands out. Just, I mean, it's a neat race car. That guy couldn't find luck in a 4-leaf clover until last Saturday night.
He passed everybody in a half a lap.
He found something.
Yeah, I looked back at the video.
He with that win, okay, that was his first win of the year. He should have, and I don't mean this as a bad thing to anybody that runs an OTRO hardtop, but truly he should have 3 wins this season. Twice he has broke while leading late in the race.
Yeah.
And was clearly the fastest car on the track both times that car broke. But he went flag to flag, won the 15-lap OTRO hardtop main event. Dan Fouts, who won the race prior to the one coming in, finished second. Dean Cast, who has 2 wins, was third. Rookie driver Eric Ramis with his best run of the year with a 4th place finish. And Trophy Dash winner Brian Weberg in the yellow number 18 finished 5th. The OTR hardtops are, to me, such a it's a strange class to watch. I like them, but you don't know. That's just one class that you don't know who's going to be fast. Sometimes it's like somebody borrowed somebody else's motor, or it's one night just out of the blue. That guy just all of a sudden gets fast and goes out and wins, and next week it's one of those deals where it seems like it's a checkers or wreckers for everybody in the class. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Right.
So we've got racing coming up this Saturday. The Ironhead Nationals. $2,000 to win. Kendall Oil Wing sprint cars. We've also got the modifieds coming back, the sport mods, mini stocks, and the Jote Labs Hornets. Bobby O's Pizza mini stocks and Jote Lab Hornets.
They have a good group of Hornets down there. I mean, they're actually exciting.
Those guys put on, week in and week out, you're going to get door banging, 3 wide, battle for the lead win or race. So the fast time, you're looking this up, talking about the sprint cars in qualifying.
Yeah.
The fast time was actually Jeff Ensign, the winner.
Okay.
13:025.
Really?
But I think the track was faster in the feature than it was for qualifying.
Yeah.
Because it came in late.
Mm-hmm.
The track came in. I think when they qualified, I think it still had a little grease on it, just a little wet.
Yep.
But some guys found it. But 13:025 definitely was not as fast as they were running in the feature. I will bank on that. Those guys were getting down. Heat race winners in the late models. Mark Woggy and Dave Everson. You want to talk about a guy that couldn't buy luck if it was in a can in a store? Mark Woggy lost another motor.
Yeah.
Gets a heat race win and then loses a motor.
Just unfortunate.
So here's the thing about Mark. Mark is, you talk about a character. I said, good to see you back, Mark. Glad to have you have the car back here. He goes, yeah. He said, we borrowed a motor. Let's hope this one sticks around. I said, yeah. He goes, she's underpowered and she's got about 200,000 miles on her. I said, what? He goes, I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
And he told us that. Mark being Mark, it didn't work out. That motor let go. But was it in the feature? It's Matthias. I think it was in the feature. But, unfortunate for Mark. He just had a terrible, terrible season in the late model ranks. Everson won the heat race, won the dash. Heat race winners in the dwarf cars were Josh King, Chad Cardoza, Jesse Lawrence, Trevor Davis. The dash went to Josh King, and the main event went to Josh King. So another sweep for the 09.
Yep.
Late model lights, heat race winner was Ross Payant. Trophy dash went to Chrissy Hadley. Feature event went to Greg Arnold. So hard tops, Mark Mentor won the heat. Dash was Brian Weberg in the 18, and then Mark Mentor in the feature. $2,000 Kendall Oil Wing sprint cars. These guys get down when there's $1,000 on the line. Now you double that. Wheeler. You've got the Hibbard boys. You've got Tanner Holmes. You've got Dave Marble. And there's so many good winged sprint cars. Enrique Jaime in the 48. Anissa Curtis. This girl's getting good.
Oh, yeah.
That car's getting better and better every time they come out. It's going to be interesting to see how many guys come from out of town when you double the money.
Yeah.
Gonna be an interesting show, no doubt about that. Also, that I know we talked about it, but I want to talk about what's coming up with the sprint cars. We will have, like I said, the modifieds, sport mods, Bobby's Pizza Mini Stocks, Joe Labs Hornets. There's three feature divisions Saturday night with sport mods, and Kendall Oil Wing sprint cars. Never bet when there's big money on the line. I know everybody's going to say, Mike Wheeler, is Kenzer Cox going to show up? Is how many cars are we going to see from California? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is going to be this is I'm going to say probably going to be the best late sprint car show of the year.
I have to agree. Be kind of neat.
It's big money, baby.
30 cars show up.
It's big money. I bet you're going to be pretty close.
Yeah.
I bet you're going to probably see 25 to 30 cars.
We'll be back in overflow parking again.
Probably.
That's good.
Probably.
It's a good long night.
But I am truly excited about the Cottonwood Classic coming up. 3 weeks. 3 weeks from today's the 7th, right?
Mm-hmm.
17 days from today, the 24th. I'm going to have I hope I recover quick on the way home because the next day is the big shindig here. I want to talk about other upcoming events at Southern Oregon Speedway on the schedule because August is some people have speed weeks. This is our speed month. Every race in August is a big money deal. We just had the 3rd annual Hertz Precision Parts Cascade Wingless Sprint Car Challenge, $3,500 to win. $2,000 for the Ironhead Nationals. August 17th is Hall of Fame night. Got some drivers going into the Southern Oregon Speedway Hall of Fame. Late models, modified, sport mods, mini stocks, and Hornets on the card that night. August 24th, the Cottonwood Classic, $4,000 to win for the late models. Wing sprint cars on the card, mini stocks, Hornets, Valley Store, all late model lights, and the OTRO hard tops. A lot of racing going on that night. The next week is a 2-day show, the only 2-day show we have, and that's going to be the 3rd annual R. Charles Snyder Salute. IMCA Modifieds, Sport Mods, Dwarf Cars on night number 1. Night number 2, $5,000 to win for the Modifieds. $5,000 for Modifieds, okay? They also have the Sport Mods, the Dwarf Cars, and the Pro Stocks in the house, okay? And then from there, we go to championship night number 1 in September with late models, mini stocks, late model lights, wing sprint cars, and then September 14th is championship night number 2 with the wing sprint cars, modified sport mods, and dwarf cars. That's what we have left for the season. There isn't one of those races that isn't going to be good.
Right.
Got a message here from Jeff Hansen that just came in actually on my phone saying, hey, are they really going to run 16 cars in the feature? Jeff, I actually addressed that earlier in the show. I don't know. That is something I'm working on for an answer. I don't know if they're going to start 16, 20, 24. I think that's going to depend on car count.
Right.
I would assume so, but don't. Now I'm talking about Mike McCann here. Mike does some creative things. Don't listen to me. I'm telling you that right now. Don't listen to me because I truly don't know. I will get the answer. We'll get that posted on Southern Oregon's page and on Moxie Media Promotions. How many cars they will start. In the future. Ed says if he can get this vertigo under control, he'd like to come with us to the Ironhead Nationals or the Cottonwood Classic on the 24th. Ed, doors open. Heck, I'll even let you drive if you want. It's a long drive down and back.
You're really safe home driver. You know.
I'll give him the front seat.
I can fall asleep while you tap that steering wheel
So-
like you do.
Do I start getting into it? I start, when I'm bumping some beats.
No, Ed.
Ed does.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ed does, but you
And
know
he
what
talks.
And then he gives you random factoids.
So he does.
Did you know?
He does.
This
Ed's a wealth of
mountain.
knowledge. I love having
He
that guy
does.
on the team, and we're definitely going to miss having him as a regular. But I'll tell you, on the ride home, you know what I've been doing to stay awake? I do not do well with cold. I used to love the cold. I hate cold. We get down to Southern Oregon, it's 100 degrees, and you guys are going, oh, it sucks so hot. It sucks.
No.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Okay, I know a lot of people don't.
Who says it's hot?
Yeah.
Everybody but Corey.
So
Oh,
No,
well,
I
maybe
like the
Gary
heat.
doesn't either.
on the way home, see, when I get cold, I get tired. I do. I start yawning.
Oh,
my
this
eyes,
is a funny story.
My eyes start watering. We're driving home. It's 85 degrees.
I get cold, I wake up.
It's
I
a-
get hot, I get tired.
It's 80 degrees
Same
heading
here.
home. About 80 degrees heading
That's
home.
normal.
Yeah, it was pretty
What do I
nice.
do?
It was comfortable.
Reach over, hit that seat heater.
That's
You're
good
not
comfort.
normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hit the seat
I do
heater.
the same thing.
Wakes me up. I come home. I'm relaxed.
It feels so good on your
It
back.
does.
Oh.
I would fall asleep. I mean, that's just too much heat.
So Ed gets in so we switch drivers,
Yes,
right?
yes, I remember
Yeah.
that.
So Ed gets in the seat.
So
now,
hold
mind
on,
you,
hold on. I drove the first hour and a half.
and then
And
I
then
drove.
you drove.
Sandy drove
Yeah.
an hour, right? Starts getting tired. We gotta stop at the pit stop and get Dave's truck, right? So we pull over, we get out, don't turn the truck off, right? Ed
I'll
gets
drive.
in. Ed says, "Hey, Sandy, I'll drive. I know you said you were tired." So he climbs up in the driver's seat, Sandy. Yeah.
He's like, good Lord.
He says, "Good Lord," he says. And I'm like, "What is wrong with him?" And he says, "Sandy, you have a really hot butt."
Nice.
she starts lying or starts crying and says, "Oh, I've got the seat heater on."
Oh, Ed
He's
is,
like,
So
why?
He
funny.
says,
in the
"Oh
world?"
my God."
oh, I thought it was just, he's old, not blind.
I was smiling like, "Hey,
No,
that's a good compliment."
he literally thought that I had a hot butt,
I
but
think
it
you
was
blushed.
just
I think you blushed over that one.
think so.
Oh,
I saw
God.
that.
it was just the heater, Ed.
It was so funny. It was
was
so
great.
funny. One of those Ed moments you have, and definitely gonna miss having those on a weekly basis. But hey, we've been on the show for over 2 hours now. My voice is I'm struggling here, guys. Anything you guys want to talk about before we close? I mean, anything you guys want to address? Or Dave's always got something.
Hey,
to
I
say.
got a new trowel that I'm going to put in my pocket, and when we get the cart track going, go around and smooth out every little bump with it, just like you're doing concrete.
Listen
what do
to
you think? It's going to be smooth as glass,
Okay.
It's going to be smooth as glass, but there's that Dayton Bramage again.
and I'm going to be out there smoothing it out.
With the clay that we have going down this cart track, it's going to be. You guys, listen. It is going to be.
I can't wait to go touch it.
smooth. So, we had two of our 6 new carts arrived today. I know they were sitting out front when you guys pulled in, and
They're
Gary
pretty.
came in smiling, just nodding his head.
Going,
Yeah.
oh
We
yeah.
all,
I put my
we all
butt
honed
down
in on
in it,
that
and
when
it
all
felt
of us
good.
pulled up. We're like,
Two
would you
of
look at
the-
that?
2 of the 6 new cars arrived today. We should have at least 2 more by August 25th.
So why did he take your little pee-wee cart?
It's part of the deal. Part
Oh,
of the
it
deal.
was? Okay.
It wasn't going to get used around here. And
Not for a couple more years
and-
anyway.
those things are a dime a dozen. When the grandkids get old enough where they can drive, they'll have their carts. But right now it's
Right now it's ponies.
I think
I'm
I
gonna
want
get her a pony.
after we leave here, if there's still daylight, I want to go out and put the drone up and try to get some photos of the
we'll get some photos and folks
of the
post
track
that
before
on.
it gets dark tonight.
So we have a big shindig that we do at the end of the summer every year, and it looks like the track is going to be done by then, and there's going to be some carts here to play.